What's going on, guys? We're going to talk about Charlie Kirk in this video. He was assassinated yesterday, unfortunately, and left a couple of kids and a wife and a lot of loved ones behind. And I see some folks out there celebrating his death, and obviously other people are mourning. The country's kind of weird nowadays. Anyways, the shooter shot him from a rooftop about 200 yards away, allegedly. I don't know the exact distance. That's what I'm trying to say. But a lot of folks on the internet said, hey, you know what? You got to be a professional shooter. You got to be a sharpshooter, sniper, or some killer, some assassin to be able to make that shot. Now, I'm not some sharpshooter when it comes to long distance stuff. I'm not some sniper, but I do some precision shooting. And I've got some experience when it comes to shooting long range with bolt guns or gas guns. And I can tell you, whether that's from my prior profession or even now, 200 yards with a little bit of a training, you can easily make that shot. So I said that online on my personal social media accounts, and I got bombarded by a lot of folks saying that no way, you can't make that shot. Not everybody can make that shot. You got to be a professional. I've had some folks they're telling me they're a veteran, 25 years Marine Corps, whatever. His Marines couldn't make that hit and or shot. He couldn't do it. I've had cops write me saying that 25 years retired police officer, and whatever. I can't make that shot. And I'm telling you guys, yes, you can. I don't think you guys have tried. Or maybe, like, I can speak for law enforcement. Yeah, cops don't get trained past 100 yards. The qualifications, at least my experience, has been 100 yards and in with your rifle. Marines, whatever, you guys go up to a few hundred yards. But those are the basics. And I talk about it later in the video. Everybody can make it. If you get a proper equipment, you get a good shooting position, and get a little bit of fundamentals, nothing crazy, you can make that shot. There's a lot of folks out there make those really long-range shots, and they're pretty much novices. Anyways, I'm not going to make this video too long. I went to the range this afternoon and had some results, which I'm about to share with you. But before I get there, guys, I haven't been making content for this channel because I've been busy, a lot going on. But now that I am at my new place, got my studio set up, as you guys can tell, I'm going to start making content, a lot of commentary stuff, also gun review, my own style stuff, and some tactical stuff as well. So stay tuned for that one. With that being said, let's get to the range footage. All right, guys, here we are at the range, and I've got a target down 200 yards. I've got my 5.56 77 grain Federals in here and a 3.5 to 18 power optic. And everybody's talking about it on the internet. They're like, hey, that's got to be a professional, sharpshooter, sniper, did that shooting. Now, my personal thought is, and I want to show this to you guys in this video, that 200-yard shot, anybody can make it. Guys, if your equipment is good, you got a good rifle, good optic, your shooting position is pretty stable, and your target is very static, which Charlie is. Charlie has always just sat there. He didn't really move around like crazy. He is just a sitting target there. Like anybody can make that hit because he's not moving around. Like the Trump situation, Trump was going to get killed too. He just turned his head to look at his graph, whatever it was. In Charlie's case, he's just sitting there. 200 yards, long range rifle, which in this case we had the Mauser 30-06, a crazy effective long range caliber, let's just say, and rifle platform. But I want to show this, that, hey, you don't have to be a professional. You can make this shot anytime. And somebody says, well, your adrenaline is going to be jumping like crazy. Yes, that's correct. But this person has already made his mind up. He has planned it, most likely days in advance. He's thought about it. He visualized it. He sat there. He built up his courage, He probably looked at Charlie in that glass for quite some time and just waited and waited, and he took his shot. One shot. And I guarantee you, he at least aimed it at his head, but point of impact was a little bit different because of his elevation. He didn't really calculate the gravity, and his rifle was, I don't know where it was zeroed at. But in the sniper world, which I'm not a sniper, but I do precision shooting. If you're aiming right here and you hit right here, that's a giant difference. That's a miss. All right, so that's why I don't think this guy was really all that professional. And yes, anybody can make this hit. So I've got a target 200 yards downrange, and I did some zeroing because I wanted to see where this gun was shooting exactly. So there's going to be some hits on the target, but I marked them with a blue marker. Let's get to it. I'm going to shoot in the head. Like, okay, let's actually get to it, right? Send the bolt home, and I'm not even all that stable, but I'm just going to try to be as stable as I can. Get these glasses off so I can see better. All right, so where's my target? All right, downrange, right? Off safe. I'm at 18 power. I'm going to try to shoot in the head. All right, let me do it again. Maybe that was a little low, but still. Do it again. Last one was a little to the left. So you guys can see, I don't know exactly where I was hitting, but I'm pretty confident I was making those hits every single time. If you got your equipment right, if you got a little bit of a training, now you guys may say, hey, you're a professional shooter and all that stuff. I've seen it many times over. Folks who have never shot long range, you get your equipment set up, you set it up for them. You're like, hey, all right, put your reticle right on the target, dead center, and slowly press trigger. Because when you have distance, you have time, right? And they would make that shot every time. Look at all these hunters. People take their kids. They shoot at 500 yards, and kids are making those hits. So yeah, you don't have to be a professional. I've seen people in the comment section, I'm a military veteran, I'm a Marine Corps veteran, 25 years, I'm a retired police officer, 25 years. I can't make that shot. Guys, a lot of law enforcement and military folks are pretty novices when it comes to the long-range shooting, because they get the basics, all right? First of all, law enforcement doesn't even get it unless you're in the sniper team. Military, yeah, you get your qualifications up to whatever 100 yards, but those are the basics. That's it, right? So you got to get out there and give a little bit of training. Hunters are very good at it. Like, a lot of hunters can make some really long-range shots, like good ones. So again, you don't have to be a professional to make that shot. In Charlie Kirk's case, which is very sad, it's an easy shot. Unfortunately, it's an easy shot. So hopefully anybody who's going to be doing any security detail, whatever, you guys can consider where you put your principal. If you can't cover those rooftops, perhaps change the angles where they can't see. Perhaps consider indoors, some areas that where you can actually control the environment a lot better. But that's it. I just wanted to show this to you guys in this video. So I'll see you on the next one, guys.